Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Tableau with me, Abidunisa Begum from Provatech. So in today's session, we shall learn about data analytics, its introduction, and all the introductory part, like what is it, how, or why is it used, what are the different types of data analytics, and where it is used specifically, and yeah, that's all, everything about data analytics. So going ahead, the agenda, what is the agenda of today's session is we will learn about data analytics. What does it include? The tools that are used to perform this data analytics and the different applications of it. That's all that we are going to learn today. And let us see how much are we able to understand with this. So basically, for any business to function, you need to make profit, right? So how does that happen? What is the total process? What is the actual process? So the first thing that everybody knows that there is a lot of data available in every field, whether it is healthcare or banks, any financial services, or insurance companies, anywhere there is a lot of data available. So for any business to function, you need to have that data, and then how can you use that data to make profits is what data analytics will teach you. So what happens here, the data that is available, that is all unstructured as in you just have a lot of data. For example, if this is a cellular company and you have a lot of data about different customers, you have the name, you have the age, and you have the plans that they are using, so it's all unstructured. So how do you structure it? You need to know that what are the insights that you can achieve from that data, and how can you use it. So that is where data analytics comes into picture. So what do? You can analyze the data here. You can derive the required information from that data, and you can check what plans you can sell to what type of customers. So different things that can happen. So to define it, data analytics is the process of analyzing raw data, that is the unstructured data, in order to make conclusions about that information and use it for the development of any business. Any business, as in actually any business. Data, like we said, a lot of data is available in every industry, and that data you are using for the development. To development as in to gain profits, right? You cannot run a business when with a lot of losses, so you need profits to run the business, and that's where data analytics is used. And there is another term, that is business analytics. So data analytics and business analytics, these are quite the same, but business analytics is business specific. It's used only in business, while data analytics has a broader focus or a broader approach when compared. So, and that's it. Going ahead, let us see what are the different types of data analytics. We can see here there is descriptive data analytics, diagnostic data analytics, predictive data analytics, and then prescriptive data analytics. These are the four parts of it. So the first thing is, in descriptive data analytics, we should learn about what is happening in your business. So you analyze with whatever is happening, what is the trend, how is it growing, or are you facing any losses or anything. You just need to analyze what is it about. Then there is diagnostic data analytics, that why is it happening. So if there are any losses that a company is making, then why is that loss happening? Why are the your customers have stopped buying something from you? Or if it's a, even if it's a small supermarket or it's a small grocery store, if you are losing your customers, you would want to know that why are you losing your customers. Because it was a good running business, then suddenly there are no customers, you're losing the business. Why is it? That is what diagnostic data analytics. Then we have predictive data analytics. Then what may happen, what are the possibilities, what all you can do to improve that, what is happening. Like, see, if the customers come to your store and you are not having the products that they are asking you. I'm giving you a very simple example, very, very basic example this is. So if they ask you, you own a store, if they ask you for something, you don't have that. And if another customer comes and you see, you don't have that as well. So if two three customers, they just, they just bounce, you don't have the product that they ask you for, then that will give a bad impression of your company, of your store. And that is how the word spreads and they cannot come. So what can you do for that? You can either buy every product. So buying every product, is it possible? No. Then you, or what can you do? You can analyze that what these people want, write it down, jot it down in a paper, and then buy that stuff, so that the next time when the customer comes, you have it. That is another possibility. So there are different possibilities. This is a very small scale thing I'm telling you, but there are very large scale business cellular companies, like there is Airtel, Geo, Reliance Geo, and going to different banks like ICICI, HDFC. So many customers they have, and then they use it for that purposes. They check what have happened and what can they do to improve that. Okay, what different plans that they can get. So that is what predictive data analytics. Then we have prescriptive data analytics. In this, you choose, what you should do. Finally, you decide what you should do. So, like I was telling, the prescriptive data analytics, it tells you what you should do, and then what you just take two, three possibilities of what you can do, and then out of that, you choose what action should you take. So that is what prescriptive data analytics about. So these are the different types of data analytics: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Okay, so then going ahead, why are we using data analytics? What is the use? To gather the hidden insights, to generate reports, perform market analysis, and improve business requirements. All these are required to to improve the business. So to gather hidden insights, as in whatever your business, uh, the same that we saw, whatever what's happening, why is it happening, what may happen, and what should you do. So generate reports. So this is about our topic, Tableau. How does Tableau play a role here for generating the reports? Generating reports is a very important part, as I have been saying, because when you generate reports, you know what is wrong, and then you will be able to think what you should be doing. So generating different reports using different BI tools and all. Perform market analysis. Market analysis, you go, you do your research, you go to different, uh, what do you say? You learn about different companies. You learn about, when you have, for example, if this is a health, what do you say? A company which produces medicines, like a pharmaceutical company. So when they are selling a certain, when they have prepared a medicine, so how, what do they check? They check if there is any other company that has prepared this molecule ever, and for, if they have done, then how much are they selling it for? Do they have the um, trademark for that? So there are different things that you need to do before you start up a plan, before you introduce something into the market. So that is what you have to do, perform market analysis. Then you have to improve business requirements, and that can also be done through data analytics. Like, there is a mechanism called as market basket analysis. I don't know if you have heard about it. It is a very famous thing. So market basket analysis, what happens, you check, what are you, if here also there is an example of this, grocery stores, or even if it's online shopping, what things are brought together usually. So that, the customer, what would you say, the grocery stores, the owners, or even if there are these big companies online shopping, they analyze what customers usually buy together. So if they are buying one thing, and what is the other thing that they are buying with it, so they recommend, usually if you are buying online, what do you see? You see, if suppose if you are buying baby diapers, you are buying a packet of baby diapers, what does it suggest you? It suggests you baby wipes or something related to the baby products. So that is what they suggest you. Or if you're buying cups, then they would suggest you, anything, any kitchen item like plates or saucers or glasses. So something related to that. So how does that happen? How does the how does it know, the system, how does it know? Because of the analysis of the data that they have analyzed it, and they have come to a conclusion that these things are brought together. Hence they can give recommendations. Hence they can, even if it's a store, a live store, so you go there and you buy stuff over there, what do? You see all the cutlery items, all the kitchen items kept together. Then you see different toys kept together. So that is why you cannot keep a toy and a kitchen item together. So what is the use? People will usually buy, when they buy cups, they'll see saucers and they'll buy that, and then they'll see spoons and they'll buy that. So that is how it works, right? So that is another business strategy to sell more items. So that is how, that is again improving business requirement. So that's about it. Then going forward, let us see the techniques involved in this: data cleaning, data inspecting, data transformation, data modeling, and data visualization. These are all the techniques, or these are the parts of data analytics. To perform data analytics, you can say these are the steps. So what is data cleaning? What happens in data cleaning, and why do we use data cleaning? So it actually removes the major errors and the inconsistencies that are there in a data set. So when you are pulling out the data set, so whatever are the errors, inconsistencies and all, that all you remove it. And you can use different tools to clean up the data, and hence the data will be very efficient. And then fewer error means, you have good customers, happier customers, and you will not have a lot of bad reviews about the company. I'm sorry. Then the ability to map the different functions and what your data is intended to do, and where it is coming from, where the data is coming from. Everything you get to know when in data cleaning. That is what happens in data cleaning. Then data inspecting. What is data inspecting actually? To Why is it required and everything? So to ensure that you are dealing with the right information, you need a clear view of your data, so at every stage of the transformation process. So that is why you require data inspection. So it is the actually the act of viewing the data. Why are you viewing the data? To check if there are any bugs. You want to debug it for debugging purpose, before, after, and during the translation of the data, or transformation of the data, or using the data for whatever purpose, analyzing the data. So that is again, inspecting is required. Then you have data transformation. Why do you need to transform the data? What is it? Transformation, like the name itself suggests, it's like a converting data format. For example, data that you have, it can be either continuous, it can be in numbers, or it can be categorical, whether it can be like yes or no, positive or negative. So these are the type of data that you have. So for example, for any uh, process or anything that any process that you want to, any algorithm that you want to run in your data, for your data, that you do not want any categorical data, you want to run it to all continuous data. So what do here? You remove all the yes or no values and you convert it into numbers. So in computer language, all the it is always binary, like the numbers are 1 and 0 only. So if you're going according to that, what do you do? It is a yes or a no. So yes is 1, no is 0. That is a number, right? So you can convert that, transform that 1 into 0. So there are different processes that you carry out to, to transform that data, which we will learn further. So 1 and 0, you convert it into numbers that way. So to give it a definition, it's a process of converting data from one format to another. So that's it. Then going to data modeling. What is data modeling and why do you use data modeling? So the primary use of it is it ensures all the data objects required by the database are accurately represented. And data model also helps you, to design the database at the physical, logical, and conceptual levels. And the data model structure, what does it do? It is also helpful to identify the missing and redundant data. If if you have ever seen a data set, you must have seen different NA values are available. What are those NA not available values, right? Identify the missing data and all. So that is, again, it is helpful in what else? Data model, it structures, this structure helps to define the primary and foreign keys and stored procedures. So it provides to be specific, it provides a clear picture of the base data and can be used by database developers to create a physical database. So that is use of data modeling. Then you have data visualization. Like we all know, it's a technique to communicate insights from data through visual representation. Whatever data you have, whatever reports that you want to present, or whatever you want to create your dashboard, you want to show your work in pictorial form, a pictorial representation you want to give for that. So that is where this data visualization comes into picture. So now we have learned about data cleaning, data inspecting, data transformation, data modeling, data visualization. What are these? These are all data analytics techniques. You're doing all this to your data and then you're using your data. It is very much effective, efficient, and the correct data that you have. There cannot be any errors in your data. Yeah, one or two minute mistakes might happen. It cannot be that all the data you have that is perfect. But then you know it will be almost like a zero error when you are performing all of these. So these are all the techniques used. Now let us see what are the tools used. These are the different tools that can be used. Like many of others are also available, but these are certain examples. They can be used like R, SAS, Python, Tableau. These are all the tools, and these perform R and Python. They can perform all the applications: data analysis, data visualization, and data cleaning, data mining, everything. While Python can actually perform much more, what do you say, much more tasks than R, but then they're almost equal. Python is very fast and more efficient when compared to R. SAS is quite outdated, but then it's also a very powerful tool, data analytics tool. And Tableau, we all know it is the best BI tool used. So let us define them. R, it is the language, it is the mostly used among statisticians and data miners. Why? Because they want to develop a statistical software for data analysis, or the different processes, all that we have seen here: data cleaning, inspecting, transformation, modeling, visualization. All these are performed in R. Then we have SAS, used for data management, advanced analytics, business intelligence, criminal investigation, predictive analytics, all of these. Okay, predictive analytics, like I said, why is it used? To know what may happen, what all can you do to improve the, to, what is it, develop different business strategies. So that all you can do through SAS. And Python, like I said, it is a step ahead of R and SAS. It is used for developing desktop GUI applications like graphic user interface, and then you can also develop websites and web applications through this. Then we have our Tableau. It helps in simplifying raw data into very easily understandable format. And what is that understandable format? It is the pictorial representation, different dashboards, different worksheets, and all you create through Tableau. So these are the tools. Hence, these are the tools used: R, SAS, Python, Tableau, and there are many other business intelligence tools that can be used. Going ahead, what are the different use cases in financial services, e-commerce, market research, agriculture, medicine, what all you can name? Every industry requires business analytics. You have a business, you are running a business, and you want to make profit of your out of your business. You need business analytics. What all, everything, even the basic data that you have, then you analyzing the data, you cleaning up the data, you are categorizing your data, what data you are using, everything comes under data analytics. All the steps that you are taking with respect to the data that you have obtained comes under data analytics. So in financial services, you can use data that you have, to promote different plans, make different plans, and check what customers can buy, what products. E-commerce, online, like I said, the recommender system. Yeah, you buy one product, then you have what is the other product that you can buy. You can actually make customers buy the other product as well, and along with that other product, so they can actually create a very big cart. And it feels essential when you are recommending. It feels essential to, for the customers, it feels essential to buy it. Even for us, when we are buying something online, we think, yeah, we are buying this and it requires this. You're buying a phone that requires a cover, and then what else do you require? You may require a data cable, you may require a power bank. So there are different things that it will recommend you along with that. So that is where e-commerce uses it. And then market research, I told you about market basket analysis, right? So that's where market research uses it. Agriculture, what all, what can be the mistakes that are happening, why is there not good yield, and all that all as well. There is a field, there is a new development in agriculture. They are calling it as a smart agriculture, using different data analytics techniques in agriculture to develop it, to improve the crop yield. So that is how agriculture is using it. For medicine as well, checking the efficiency of the drugs that are producing and how well is it going and all, everything. So just name the industry, you have it, business analytics in that. So that is one of the most important uh, processes these days. So I hope I have made myself clear. I tried to be as elaborate as possible. But if you still have some queries, you have doubts regarding anything in this topic, you can definitely connect us through Skype, connect to us through Skype or our contact number you have, and then you can also write to us at on our email ID. Thank you very much for listening patiently, and goodbye until the next session.